Hello everybody, welcome to the FlowNet Lab, where safety is always our number one priority. Safety glasses. Now I can't see, it's all fogging up. Don't worry guys, I'm all alone here, so I'm gonna go with this. And no more safety anymore. So we're going to have three sections to this lab. The first section is observation. I'm gonna show you how our setup of the FlowNet test looks like. It's very familiar, it's quite similar to what you've seen in the course, and I'm gonna ask you to come up with the approximate FlowNet based on just purely observation. In the second part, we're going to actually measure the total head at the particular locations along the FlowNet that I'm going to show you on the first part. And based on the measurements, we're going to estimate K. So the goal of this section is to estimate the permeability of the whole setup. We're going to measure flow rate. We're gonna know the total head loss. We're gonna measure the thickness of the material, number of flow channels, number of potential lines or regions. And also, I'm going to ask you guys to come up with the exit gradient or calculate the exit gradient. On the third part, we're going to use a different method for measuring the permeability. We're going to introduce some dye, and then based on how fast it's traveling, we're going to know the velocity, and velocity equals permeability multiplied by delta H over delta X. So we're going to show you guys how to measure the permeability with this variable. So at the end of this lab, I need you guys to submit the approximate FlowNet, permeability that we have measured here in the second section, and the exit gradient. And on the third part, I'm going to ask you guys you guys probably going to have 2 or 3 different permeability to calculate, so I want to see all of them individually. So now I'm going to move you guys to the actual setup and start on the first section.